Hi, this is Carlo of 4GQ TV, and I'm here with, I might say your last name wrong, Bill Krieger.
You got it. Nailed it.
Wow, I got lucky on that one.
It was a
Bill,
50-50 shot.
it was. Bill, can you tell me what you do and how you got started doing what you do?
Yeah, sure thing. So I am the director of our US market for our Boys in Action category at Moose. And I've been a marketer for about 10 years. I've worked at a bunch of different companies. I spent some time at Mattel, Taco Bell. But my heart and soul is in toys. I'm back in toys at Moose. I've been here for a couple of years now.
Awesome. So it sounds like you have some solid ground in marketing and toys, and that's exciting because, I mean, pop culture and toys go together so well right now.
Yeah.
And you guys, I hear, are going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, and we'll be
Sure.
there. Very excited about that. But you have some amazing projects that you have worked on and have seen come to fruition. And I want to get into that. The big one is Mr. Beast. And wow, what a franchise that is and a license to get. How did that develop?
It was a very cool kind of, synergistic opportunity between something our design team had led, and then just an opportunity to work with one of the biggest creators, the biggest YouTube creator on Earth, and kind of pulling that together, reaching out, getting conversation going with Jimmy, and finding something that we were all interested in bringing to life and bringing to market.
That, yeah, that's amazing right there. I mean, that franchise, Mr. Beast himself is so charismatic on YouTube. Like you said, the biggest YouTube creator right now. And now having a toy line produced by you guys, that I imagine is going to do super well. So, how did the concepts for these toys come about? Was that mostly your in-house designers, or was that Jimmy kind of giving feedback?
It's a little bit of both, honestly. Jimmy is a one of one. It's something I think we pride ourselves here at Moose is innovation, and that comes to life in a bunch of different ways. It comes to life in all of the toys we make, the toys we make for ourselves, our owned IP, but also for our licensed partners. And and then innovating by who we choose to partner with, right? And partnering with a YouTube creator, again, the biggest one on earth, but going out there and doing something different. And I think that's something that got Jimmy excited. So yeah, we start with concepts, with designs. Our designers are the best in the world. And then, bringing that to the Beast team and not just Jimmy, but all of the really talented and creative folks who work over there and saying, this is the idea. This is where we want to start. Here are the preliminary sketches. Here are some renders, things like that. This is the story we're trying to tell, which is something we're going even deeper on now as we get into fall 25, and then seeing what he thinks and what his people think. Jimmy has a lot of talented people around him, people who have spent a lot of time in toys, in comics, in this industry, and then starting to come together. And really what you're trying to find is that mutual excitement where it's like, we're excited about these. We designed them. We made them. We started this process and then getting that partnership coming in to say, this is how it could be better. This is how it could be something true to Jimmy's audience. This is how it could be a story we could tell that we're all really pumped about. And then so the ideation starts and you start, V1, V2, and you start kind of moving through. And then you get to a stage where there's models and we get to go out, we go to Jimmy's headquarters, we sit down with the team, we play with toys, we try to think about what the experience is going to be like, whether it be for a kid or an adult collector, and get it as great as possible. And that's one thing about Jimmy that's really great is he pushes for excellence. And that's what we do too here at Moose. So that process is really great, and that'll go on over, 3 or 4 months, really, from where the first idea starts, and this is what we want the toy to do or what we think it should look like, all the way to us and the Beast team holding hands and saying, "This is going to be great. Let's go. Let's start producing."
Yeah, everything Jimmy does is, I want to say, is perfection. It's so well done. It's thought out. It's, the concept, everything's in steps, but it's meticulous, I should say. It's like
A hundred
streamlined.
percent.
So when it comes to the toys that you've worked on with Jimmy and Mr. Beast, how long did it take to actually get one produced, like from conception to an actual model and then okayed on the model?
Usually that process will take around 4 months or so. I mean, the toy life cycle or development cycle, I should say, is usually about a year. Like we're in total, we're heavy into fall 26 right now, and those toys are like pretty far along. Um, we moved pretty quickly when we first launched this brand. We announced the partnership with Mr. Beast in January. We were on shelf in June. So that was an especially tight timeline. But yeah, that creative process, the design process, usually about 3 or 4 months.
Oh wow. That's kind of quick from some other companies I spoke to before. So with the Mr. Beast toys, are they fully posable action figures? How would you describe them?
Yeah, I mean, so there's a few different pieces of the line. There's Swarms, which is our micro collectible. And so those come in packages of 2, 5, and 12. There's over 100 plus to collect. We do a new season in fall, each fall and spring. So we'll have a new season of those coming out in fall 25. We're actually adding more swarms than ever. So the 2 packs, a 3 pack, the 5 packs, a 6 pack, the 12 packs, a 14 pack. So those aren't articulated. They're micro collectibles meant to display and kind of play with. We have the Mutator action figure, which is it's full articulation. That was the #1 new action figure in fall 24. We're going to be refreshing that in fall 25 and bringing some new figures into that space. That one's a great one just because, it is an awesome action figure. The deco is fantastic. It looks super cool. Again, full articulation, but really that comes with an experience, which is, you actually conduct an experiment to reveal the figure. Comes in a really cool vessel chamber. It's different than anything else out on the market. And then actually in fall 25, in about a month, we'll be rolling out our new hybrid figures, and those are 4-inch figures. There are a ton to collect. They are going to come in a bunch of different versions. The single pack will actually be blind. There'll be a 2 pack that has a collect and connect feature. So if you buy both, you'll get a fifth figure, and then a 5 pack kind of mega pack with an exclusive in there. So those are mix and match play. So essentially the idea with hybrids is you're creating your own hybrid. Each figure has a latch on the back. It disconnects the arms, the legs, the torso, the head. And then as you build your collection, you can kind of piece them together in different ways to create your ultimate beast. So those are really fun. We're really excited about those. Jimmy is really excited about those. So that I think folks will get really their first look at it at Comic-Con in a big way.
Oh, awesome. I'm excited to see them in person. They
Yeah,
sound
they're
really
cool.
they sound really cool.
Yeah, and we'll have an exclusive of the hybrid and yeah, the exclusive of the hybrid at Comic-Con.
So when it comes to the figure line for Mr. Beast, how many variants or limited editions might there be?
There's a bunch. I mean, we've kind of leaned in on that from the beginning, and it's something that's really true to like Jimmy's DNA and his brand, which is like surprise and chase and fun and all of that. So we've kind of tried to build that in from the beginning. With Swarms, for every season of Swarms, there is a ultra rare swarm to find, and there's only 1,000 of them made. So they're
Oh,
actually all individually numbered. They go all over the world. And they come with a little token as well to kind of verify authenticity. So those, they're in and of itself, it's something to chase down and something that's rare and very cool. On hybrids, there is going to be in those blind packs, there will be an ultra rare Panther to find. Again, on the 2 pack, you'll have that kind of collect and connect, 2 halves of one, put them together. And then in the 5 pack, there is a figure in there that you can only get by buying that pack. But even within that, there's actually a color reveal built in. So you take that ultra rare figure, put water back in, you shake it up, and you find out if you got the ultra rare version of that one as well. So if you like exclusives and variants and all of that kind of stuff, there's just every part of our line is thought out that way to have a potential surprise for fans.
oh, that sounds really cool. Like, so you actually have to put it in water and
Yeah.
figure out if it's that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
like you'll
pretty
already
cool.
know you have gotten one of the cool ones that you can only get in that pack. But yeah, again, you have that second layer to be like, oh wait, color reveal. Is this the ultra rare one?
Do you have a favorite out of the toy lineup for Mr. Beast?
Oh man, that's a tough question. Um, Again, it's not out yet, but for me, it's the hybrids. Like I grew up as an action figure kid. That was like, we always joke, there's like Hot Wheels or Wheels kids, there's car kids, there's different. For me, I was an action figure kid, and just, you know, with the hybrid line and just the breadth of it, the diversity of it. Like there's so many new characters, and actually, we have in October, we're going to have Mr. Beast Lab animated shorts coming out. And so,
Oh,
like actual content telling the story of Mr. Beast Lab, setting that kind of lore and that narrative around like who are these characters, what are they doing, what are their powers, like all of that stuff. And for me, the hybrid line is the one that really brings all that to life. Like, all right, we good guys, we got some bad guys, we got some guys in the middle. We don't know exactly if they're good or bad yet. And then having that lore and that storytelling behind those, for me, if I put myself back in like 7, 8 year old version of Bill, like that's the thing I'm most excited about.
wow. So there's going to be like a story arc that goes with this. And I imagine once that story arc hits YouTube or the shorts, wherever he puts it, they're going to fly off the shelves. So you might as well start collecting as soon as they launch because it's going to go super fast, it sounds like.
That is our belief. That's what we're excited about. And again, just building this world that goes deeper and fans can kind of immerse themselves in and feel that story. So yeah, I think so. I think they'll be quite popular. The vessels they come in are awesome too. They come in these kind of big beakers that you're able to actually store your figures in afterwards. It's going to be really fun.
That is awesome. So I'm not sure if you're able to say or not, but do you have any expectations to do like, I know you already have your sets decided, but any future variant branches possible?
Yeah, man, it's tricky to say. There's some stuff that's going to come out soon that I think people will be really excited about. That we'll be able to announce soon. Some really cool folks we're going to be working with to kind of build out that line even more, and just really sink into that action figure category. But I can't say it just yet.
That's okay. So at San Diego Comic-Con, can you say which ones might be on display for people?
Yeah, so we'll have the full fall 25 line on display. We'll have some of the exclusives that will also be available at specific retailers on display. We are going to have the new season of Swarms out. We're actually going to be giving out samples of the new season of Swarms. We did that last year too. We gave away tens of thousands of them. So individual one packs of those. And then I think we're going to have a sneak peek of something that's going to be coming in fall 26. That'll be really cool in the action figure space.
Oh, that's awesome. So I got to make sure I don't miss the booth. Oh man, this is going to be
The
awesome. I
booth is going to be
love
great, like really great. We have a lot of surprises. Again, going back to just like Jimmy's DNA of like, I mean, I can tell you having worked with him, he is so focused on the experience for fans. Like that's what he lives and breathes every day. It shows up in a lot of different ways and the different stuff that he does, but it is truly fan first. And something we love about Comic-Con is fan first. So we really try to push ourselves with our booth experience, what we're delivering for fans. So if you stop by the Moose booth, there will be a lot of great toy brands, but I will be there with the Mr. Beast Lab brand, and we'll have lots of surprises for all of our guests.
that's really cool. Wow. I'm just thinking now, I'm thinking in my head what these figures could look like, what the variants could look like, and I already want to collect them. So, is there places or what retailers where people can find these toys?
Yeah, so the full line will be available across anywhere you get your toys. All of the big accounts, the Walmarts, the Targets, the Amazon, specialty shops, the whole thing. Something about this line that's really great is just between swarms and hybrids and mutators, there's opportunity for all of our retail partners to be a part of it, and they have been. They've been great. But it also just makes it really accessible for the fans so they can get them.
Okay. And at San Diego Comic-Con, I'm not sure if you've announced this or not, but will you have any panels or will it just be like this fantastic booth you guys are going to have?
I tell you to stay tuned.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have lots of surprises, and and we can link back up maybe after and talk about it.
All right, definitely. So, Mr. Beast is probably one of the most exciting franchises I heard of a long time entering toys. It's gonna like revitalize the toy industry, it sounds like, because for a while there it's been the same stuff, and now here's something exciting and different colors and variants and swarms. But you guys also do other toys as well. You also have other licenses.
Yeah, yeah, we have we're very fortunate here at Moose. Of course, we have Bluey, which is I will tell you I have young kids at home. Bluey's a big part of my household. But we have the Bluey license. We have the ADC, Amazing Digital Circus license, and that'll be present at Comic-Con as well. We have all sorts of really great stuff kind of spread across the different brands and a lot of great owned IP as well. Things like Heroes of Gujitsu, which is another brand I manage, which has been around for about 6, 7 years. We have great new content coming out on that. We just launched a new slime brand called Gooey Gooey, which has been a really cool hit. It's kind of where beauty meets slime. Another big hit in my household with my daughter. So yeah, there is a lot of really cool stuff and a lot of really great brands here at Moose.
I saw something in the press release about, and I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, I'll cut this later, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, yeah. So we partner on that brand. We are going to have at Comic-Con an exclusive TMNT Heroes of Gujitsu figure, which is going to be really cool. That'll be on display at the booth. You'll be able to get that at the Moose booth. I'm a Turtles kid going way back, so that was a really fun one for us to work on. But yeah, it's a really rad Comic-Con exclusive. Comes in a pizza box, like Michelangelo, pizza filling inside. It's awesome.
Oh, that sounds really cool. Do you happen to have anything like any of the models near you right now? Goes back with some fantastic toys to show us. Bill, what do you have with you right now?
So one of the things we talked about was the Heroes of Jiu-Jitsu exclusive. We'll have a Comic-Con. So I have one of the early products right here. This is our exclusive TMNT pizza box Turtle Jiu-Jitsu. Got the Comic-Con exclusive badge right here. It's an awesome pizza box. It's a Michelangelo figure. Opens up. You have your pizza inside.
Oh, that's so
Then you
cool.
kind of, hold on, try to keep this open. You punch in, you pull open your pizza slices. Now you pull out, you've got your napkins, your
Oh,
toppings.
that's awesome.
So that's super fun. And then if I move these, you can see the blister inside. I'll try to bend these open so you guys can see it. And you got Michelangelo inside, and he's filled with a cheesy, gooey filling, special for Comic-Con as well. So this one again will be on sale at the booth. It's exclusive to Moose, exclusive to Comic-Con this year. Makes for a great display piece too. There's actually like I don't know if you could see it. There's even like grease marks kind of like around the pizza on the cardboard itself. Maybe it's tough to come through, but it's like got that even kind of like greasy feel like you would have you got a real pizza at home. So really
Oh,
pumped about it.
that's such a cool design right there on that box. Just even getting to the figure, the box is exciting.
It's exciting. Yeah. And even you can see here you have your flavor or your toppings, and we have Michelangelo check down there at the bottom. So there's lots of cool little Easter eggs in this one.
And what is the next one that you have?
So I kind of going back to Comic-Con, I don't have the Beast exclusives for this year coming up, so you have to check us out at the booth to get an idea. But this is last year's exclusive. This was our Mutator figure. Came with this incredible package. This actually has the full kind of holographic sleeve that comes off, and then you get into the actual box. These things are fun for our designers to get to do like the Comic-Con items because they get to really like just go for it. So this one opens up. This was our Alpha Panther. Opens up, reveals kind of a
Oh,
lab-like setting. The Alpha Panther mutator is inside. This part actually opens as well. It becomes like this really killer display piece. So you have that here. Kind of tells the whole story of the lab and the Panther. So these were individually numbered last year. Our exclusives will be this year as well. They're true collector pieces. They were a big, big hit. We did 3,500 of these last year, so we're going to have things similar to that. Again, we'll have the hybrids represented with a Comic-Con exclusive this year.
Wow, the quality, not only the box, but the figure, for anybody that ever doubted like what a Mr. Beast figure could look like, I think has been put to rest because the quality on that right there, it just blew my mind, like
It's awesome.
how great it looked. And the holographic stuff actually showed on camera a little bit, so it was cool to see that.
No, it's awesome. Again, like our designers, when we go to them and we're like, we're doing Comic-Con stuff, they're like, all right, let's go for it. Cause, then you get to put in just about everything. And so the last thing I have is it's not Comic-Con specific, but I mentioned it earlier that each season of Swarms has one of 1,000. So these are a little hard on camera because they're so small. But for fall 25, this is our Hyperfusion Panther. There's only going to be 1,000 of these made. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but you can see that kind of individually numbered. So this is number 15 out of 1,000.
Wow.
And again, these go all over the world. There's only 1,000 made, no matter how many swarms we make. And so they're really special. They're hyper collectible. And it's one of my favorite parts of seeing the lines come together because every season you're like, all right, what's going to be like? What are we doing for the ultra rare one? And so this will be the fall 25 one with the gold head, kind of the whole story of fusion, and that theme is about taking two different elements and bringing them together. So this one is like fire and ice with the gold head on top. But all of the teams within the Swarms collection kind of tell different stories of blending together two different elements or two different worlds.
Wow, it's so cool looking how it looks like, the two different colors and come together. Yeah, I love the look of that.
Yeah, and it's got the iconic Beast lightning bolt on the side. It's really cool. These are really fun.
So, are you able to announce the retail prices for what you showed?
Yeah, so the swarms prices at will continue to remain as they have. So it'll be 4.99 for a 3 pack, 9.99 for a 6 pack, and 19.99 for a 14 pack. And again, those are available anywhere that sells toys. For the Gujitsu at Comic-Con, this one is going to be 24.99, which is a great deal for a Comic-Con exclusive.
That's awesome. I'm excited. I'm super excited now because that pizza box is something I would definitely put on my shelf. I probably wouldn't even touch it. I would just put it on my shelf because it
That's
just looks
it.
so cool. And I'm a used Turtles fan as well. I grew up with the toys, and as you know, they were some awesome figures back in the day for what they were. They were so thick and posable, and
I
then you
know.
had the little weapons you could like pull out, and your pizza box comes with like the napkins, and that's just so creatively cool. Definitely something from the Turtles universe right there.
That's right. Yeah, no, it's those little things I feel like, especially for convention exclusives, it's those little details and those little Easter eggs that really take it over the top. So yeah, we're pumped.
Will the Turtles box be like limited in production, or do you have a lot?
No, it will be limited. I mean, it's for a convention, Comic-Con specifically. It has that tag on there and all of that. So it's the only place you'll be able to get it. It's fairly limited quantities, and once they're gone, they're gone.
Oh man, I need to line up. I
That's
need to
it.
line
That's
up.
it.
Yeah. Well, Bill, did you want to tell our audience where they can find out more about Moose Toys and the product lines?
Yeah, absolutely. Moose Toys is across all your favorite social platforms. You can check out all the latest and greatest. Our social team has a lot of fun putting up great content on Instagram and TikTok at Moose Toys. You can really get a look at what it's like to to work in a toy company and see kind of the magic and the silliness that goes into all of it. There's lots of great stuff about Mr. Beast Labs out there as well, that you can find across obviously YouTube, on Jimmy's own channels, on the Moose Mania channel on YouTube. So yeah, we're everywhere and everywhere on the internet.
Awesome. Well, Bill, I'll definitely be stopping by the booth at San Diego Comic-Con, and so will members of our panel and show as well. They're excited to see some of these toys. I know one of our co-hosts loves turtles, so he might try to get two of those boxes in line if he can. But yeah,
Okay.
no, Bill, it's awesome talking to you. I want to thank you for your time. And again, to our audience, you don't want to miss these opportunities, especially if you're at San Diego Comic-Con. Stop by that booth and pick this up.
Awesome. Thank you so much.